No wonder Genesis chapter 4 describes the building of the first city, or settlement, the origin of livestock herding, the beginning of metallurgy, and the development of music. These things came into being because humans were manifesting the Imago Dei by interacting with their earthly environment to bring into being new cultural developments. By engaging in ordinary human activities in a manner that glorifies God, we represent the Creator of the universe, the King of creation, manifesting His rule in earthly life. Suddenly, the image of God was no longer confined to some ethereal spiritual realm, but spoke to my own concrete life in the real world. This embodied sense of the image was part and parcel of my growing awareness that the Bible affirmed this world as good, though fallen, and that God intended to reclaim the world through the death and resurrection of Christ, to bring about a new creation, not just for believers, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17, but for the entirety of heaven and earth, Revelation chapter 21, verse 1. And what was my role to be in this world? Self-understanding was the first implication of the Imago Dei. I came to see that God wanted human beings, and Christians as renewed human beings, that included me, to be engaged in the world as His agents of blessing and healing. This vocational understanding of the Imago Dei began to rekindle my interest in art and poetry. It generated a desire to understand world affairs and history. It drew me to the beach and to hiking in the mountains. It helped me to participate in community and to value friendships. And it enabled me to sense and respond to a growing calling to teach the Bible, a deep desire to share with others what I'd been learning about this amazing vision of what it means to be human. Carmen Imes has also been grasped by this vision and by a similar vocation. Her book, Being God's Image, is a wide-ranging exploration of many and various dimensions of what it means to be human. She addresses how the image of God grounds our identity, no matter who we are, no matter what our mental or physical capacity. She explores implications of the image for our earthly calling, framed by our hope in God's ultimate purposes for creation. She helpfully addresses human sexuality and embodiment, disability, racism, suffering and mortality, prayer and lament, and intimacy with God. But this book goes well beyond just the topic of the image of God, or even the broader topic of what it means to be human. Carmen's wide-ranging exploration of what it means to be human is the mother lode, but there are lots of other veins to mine. She clarifies the relationship between Israel's calling to bear God's name, the topic of her two earlier books, and the broader human vocation to represent God in the world. She explores Jesus' humanity, His weakness, His mission, and His victory. Her sketch of the meaning of Jesus' death, resurrection, ascension, and second coming are crucial to frame her exploration of what it means to be human. There are valuable gems scattered throughout the book on the relationship of Jews to Gentiles in Ephesians, on the true meaning of Romans chapter 8, verse 28, on the Tower of Babel in Genesis chapter 11, and on the significance of the Hebrew word hevel in Ecclesiastes. It doesn't really mean vanity or futility or that life has no meaning, but I'll let you discover those and other gems for yourself. You could think of Being God's Image as a primer in biblical theology, but one directed especially to lay Christians. You don't need to be a theologian or a pastor to understand Carmen's lucid writing. Yet Carmen has sneakily woven serious biblical scholarship into what seems to be a breezy, conversational book addressed to ordinary listeners. I invite you to delve into this book and allow your vision to be expanded. Carmen will help you appreciate the tremendous love of God for all people and for all creation, a love that led the Creator to become incarnate in the person of Jesus of Nazareth, to bring healing and redemption to a broken world and a broken humanity. May this amazing biblical vision inspire and empower